Good evening, everyone. Let me try that again. Good evening, everyone. I'm Rob, also known as Graculin, here with MMORPG.com. Tonight, I'm going to be playing LotRo. I know, again, right? Played it for the last stream of 2012. Figured I'd play it for the first stream of 2013. I actually just got my first legendary item the other night, and I'm working on leveling it up so I can continue on my story quest. For those of you that don't know, legendary items in Lord of the Rings are kind of like a side path to leveling. You actually have your item, and actually, if I say actually one more time, you can virtually slap me. There are two that you can have equipped at the same time, from my understanding. Someone of my kinships asked me if I got my legendaries. I got my first one. You actually get a second one. There it is again. Oh, gotta stop that. I can be like, actually, Rob. Actually? Actually? Yeah. So doing your quest line, you get two legendary weapons. I got my first. It is a sword. This is the sword. As you can see, there is an experience bar on the sword. It's 6 of 40, so it gains levels. Let's see. This is the bar for my legendary weapon. I have the Guardian Sword of the Third Age. It has a title down here, Guardian of the Deep Halls, which affects the damage type that it has. It's dwarven damage. Here is a relic that I have slotted in there. It gives me 130 maximum morale. And then some mastery ratings. There are gems that you can set in here, which I don't have any yet, which is why there's nothing suited there. There's runes, which I have the Profound Rune of Courage, which gives me incoming healing rating and additional block. I like to pretend I'm a tank, so that would help with those. And then you have crafted items that you can stick in there, which I don't have any in there. You have points here that you've earned through ranking your weapon up. I've spent 35. I've tried to up my DPS on my weapon. There's Guardian's Pledge cooldown, Overwhelm critical rating, and then bash damage. That's what I've been up to. So I'm having a good time playing through there. And yeah, we're on the Villia server. We have a small but growing kinship. If you want to hop in and play with us, you're more than welcome to. Chief is in the kinship, which you probably saw him on last night. He was playing. I'm on a quest right now to collect these white hand banners. And yeah, sorry I'm on a little bit later tonight than normal. My daughter, who's going to be 10 months here in a few days, is teething. And she has 4 teeth cutting in across the top right here all at the same time. And she was kind of crying. I went and held her, and she just shut up, fell asleep, and I laid her down. So I see Crimson's viewing. currently we're talking about in kin, which is, another word for guild, how Crimson has the woodworker skill. He's trying to make himself some bows because he's a weaponsmith, but he doesn't have, while he can craft the wood, he can't collect the wood. I think he picked the wrong combo for what he's trying to do. I'll ask him and see what he says. Like, hey, aren't you a dumb dummy? Didn't you pick the wrong thing? And he could be like, yes, I did. Or he could be like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, alright. Okay, so if you just saw that little indicator go off across my little dwarf head, that represents my legendary weapon ranking up. So with that, I will have earned some additional points. Like to stick it into the DPS, but I can't. I don't have enough points, so I'll have to wait for the next set of points. I didn't keep my old tanking weapon. It's alright. And my UI is flickering. This is a known issue. So if you see it, don't fret. I see it too. I believe this is something that Turbine is well aware of. As you can see, it's happening all about my ring. But I will make sure to ask them about it next time I get a chance to talk to them and say, hey, I really enjoy playing your game. What I really don't enjoy is not being able to see myself on the UI because it flickers constantly. But amazingly enough, now it's not flickering on the map, which is what it normally, it just flickers uncontrollably. So, thanks to everybody that's starting to filter into the channel. I hope you guys are all having a great evening and having a wonderful start to your new year. Playing LotRo, I'm the level 52 Guardian, dwarf type. Short, stocky, got the red beard. So I'm pretty much your, your stereotypical dwarf here. Not breaking with any conventions. Aha! Put me under the ground. It's where I belong. And that Blaylock. He is flying up the levels. If anybody's chatting, which I see there's a couple of you sitting around the chat room, if you're saying anything, I think chat's a little buggy tonight. Let's see, test. Nope, working for me, so feel free to say hi if you're just here to kind of check out the game. Let me know if there's anything in particular in the UI you want to see, anything about the legendary weapons you want to learn about. I'm currently working on some side quests that I have to do in order to advance my legendary weapon to level 10 to continue along on my main story quest. I need to collect these white hand banners. I need to kill the birds. Birds have gotten away from me. I thought I had a quest to kill these half-orcs as well, but apparently not. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it. What server are you on? Dirty Land Roval. If you're on Villia, where I hear all the action's at, because that's where I'm at. I'm just kidding. But if you ever roll an alt on Villia, let me know. Yeah. Just send me a tell at Graculin and I'll let you come chill out in our kin. We're not a bunch of elitists. I actually did, in fact, re-roll a Guardian and leveled them up to 37, a Hobbit Guardian, just to make sure that I kind of knew how to play again. And then once I felt comfortable playing the Guardian class again, I did actually hop back on to my old main. I'm going to try a Runekeeper. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3. There's 3 people playing Runekeepers in my kin. Not too bad. 4 Guardians. 3 of them are me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Haha, I'm terrible. 3 Minstrels. 3 Burglars. One of those is me. 2 Hobbit Hunters. 2 Champions. Use a champion. Lore Master. And then 3 Runekeepers. And a Warden. So, if you want to make a Runekeeper, just log on, get to where you're not in the prologue anymore, and I can actually toss you an invite, and I'll throw you an invite. You're more than welcome to come hang out. And we got Mumble info in the kin chat. You know, you're more than welcome to come chill out on that as well. Scrapper is scrappy. That extends to anyone that's out here in the stream land watching. If you decide that you're looking for a kin to just have a social experience in, let me know. You're more than welcome to come and join. We have a number of people that are down in the teens to 20s, so it wouldn't take very long to catch up to them. You know, there's obviously no expectations other than to have fun. And I threw my mount off my hotbar. There we go. Steed of the Eastment. Got a mine. Gotta pick the mines. Sorry. Just a sucker for stopping and picking up mine nodes. It must be the dwarf in me. It's like, there you mithril. I am, in fact, trying to open up a mine right at the now. So, there's a story behind why you get these legendary items. And not to give away too much of a spoiler, but the primary reason is that you need these in order to kill that creature that lives in the lake, or to damage it. Because you can't with normal weapons. You can only damage it through the legendary items. And you get 2. And I didn't really dig to find out what the second one was, so I'm not 100% sure. I wish it was a shield, but I'm going to say it's probably a ranged weapon. But something that's interesting, and this doesn't work with the starter weapons, but other legendary weapons, you can have them not equipped, but sitting in your slots like this, and they will gain experience as you level. even if you're not using them. Oh, that's pretty cool. And here's some birds. I know we got some quests to kill these guys, so let's go ahead and wreck them. And we got a tiger on us as well. I'm trying to use some of these abilities. I have deeds to use them so many times. This character is so old that they kind of reset. I don't know if they reset's the right word or if they rework the way the deeds work with them. But I don't have credit for using, like, you know, some of these things that I would have done thousands of times already by the time I hit level 50 and raided on this guy. I mean, I was part of the kin that had the world first kill on the first raid culminating boss they had, which was Throg, who was a dragon. Struggling to think of the name of the raid at the moment that he was the final boss of. But we killed him. And we took the screenshot. And, you know, we obviously played quite a bit to get to that point. So you think I'd have used my taunt enough times to have it capped out, but not so much. These are just like foods and stuff that are ingredients for cooking. You don't really need a skill in order to pick them up. This is the Darkwing Spy. Helgrod, there you go. Thank you. I'm glad one of us remembers. No, it just decided it wanted to stop working. It's like, hey, it's cool, right? Now these are the half-orcs I wanted to kill from earlier, because these are the actual ones that give me quest credit. I think if I had the sound coming through my headset, that it would not be so inclined to shut off. You know, it's not like these were cheap either, which is kind of the frustrating. Ooh, weather. Holy cow, what is that? Oh man, that's like a world boss type mob thing. Rare Elite Master. Oh yeah, he's smoking me. No, it does not. So I didn't know they had those in the game. That's cool. That's totally cool. I'm more than fine to die to that. I mean, obviously I wish I did not, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. I wonder if this guy's gonna, like, if he's even paying attention or is like, whatever, dude. Collect lynx pelts. Yeah, it's the wrong game. Don't be upset. I'll be running like an alb next Wednesday. Alright, I need to find somebody to sell my stuff to. Search the rubble. The ruins of Timber. You know, I just watched Two Towers last night. Fell asleep doing it, but I did it. We'll be in Thid. I'll level this weekend. And Crimson's gone offline. It's mailbox, play lock. Don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Yeah, man, this game's real. This game's like 5 years old. It's actually lots of fun still. Master Metalsmith scroll cases. Oh, let's see. Oh, cool. I learned a recipe. Since he beta tested it, they've changed the subscription model on it, and they made it a... Oh, wow. Some nice boots. Well, if you're looking for PvP, you know, you're not really going to find it in this game. This game has like monster play, where you can play as a monster. This game has relatively decent crafting. I think I already know all these. These are all single-use recipes. The cool thing about these is if you can crit crafting. Um, I'm not at the high levels right now. Wow. That's really interesting that that's already light blue. Let me see something real quick. Metalsmith. 18%. Crit it. It's 20%. Already known. Already known. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, sorry you're sleepy, but thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it. Have a good night. So, hey, just I was learning some crafting patterns. These I already know. They come out of these like little jeweler's case. You get a random chance to find stuff. See, I'm gonna compose a mail and I'm gonna send them to an alt. Here. And if it only lets me send one thing at a time, I'm be. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I'm just selling them then. The heck with that. I'm not going to go through this. Alright. So I already know these. These craft just yellow items, which are kind of like a normal tier of items. Then the one-time use items will craft purple, which are the second best tier. But you can crit them and create light blue, which is even better. The only downside is obviously is once you craft it once, you don't remember it. Now, all these ones that I'm selling are ones that you continually know. They're not something that I need to relearn. They're not one-time use type deals. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I really enjoyed the crafting. Alright, I know all these. I know all those, so that's good. But I didn't know. I learned some new ones, so that's cool too. But to clear up inventory, let's go ahead and just sell these off. Do wish that there was an auction house somewhere reasonably close, because then I just throw them on there relatively cheap, so other people who didn't have them could go ahead and pick them up. Stuff yet again. See, my friend here sent me a bunch of them, which is very nice of him. Sent me some artisan tailor stuff. The complementary skill to armorsmith is tailoring, because you need to make like the pads and stuff like that, right? So it kind of makes sense. I can mine. I can mine, but I can't pick up like trees and stuff like that, like the woodworker can. Okay, so I know that one. Know that one now. I don't know that one. That's good. And my fear debuff from dying just wore off. I tell you, that is an absolute pain in the butt mechanic. As far as dying and getting dreaded, it is just sucks. Sucks. Big time. Alright, more stuff. Expert tailor. Attach item, delete the mail. What do I got? Look at all these I didn't know. It's cool. Yeah, I know there's an AH in Rivendell, thanks. That is not too far off from where I'm at. Alright, now that I got this debuff gone, I'm going to go ahead and stop doing this and start adventuring again. Master tailors, good lord. Now see, that is not really... Didn't send me the stuff I asked him to send. Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers, right? This is the retained inventory kind of deal. Uh, let's see, gonna sell some stuff here. These are task items. I don't bother to deal with them. They just become such a pain. I just sell them and get a good amount of money for them. Alrighty. Let's mosey on back to where we... Our Guardian's Defense came off because I died. And Track Mines came off because I died as well. So we got those back on there. UI's still flickering. It's annoying. And we're going to run back to where we belong. I'm not going to bother with these ancient iron deposits because, quite frankly, there's the pain in the butt. I forgot to sell those tailoring patterns. Oh well. Let's see. How much his experience is he worth for killing? Might not be enough to really justify the time to kill him. $181 XP. Not really worth it. Alright, so let's run over there. So this is my horse. It's got some cool looking armor. I'm a fan. Gonna have to get me a new horse one of these days. More ancient iron. If I go a little bit further south in this zone, we start to get to the Khazad-dûm iron and copper, which are what I need for the next tier of supreme crafting. Oh, and speaking of crafting, these are some of the crafted items I made. Something that's really cool. Yeah, I saw that, Geeky Dave, your fanboy squee. So look at these mirrored elven knight boots. If you notice, they're named the Boots of Bane, crafted by Graculin. If you proc a one-time use pattern and crit it, you get to name the item. So it's pretty cool. And there's my mirrored gloves of light. Oh, actually, apparently, even if they're purple, you get to name them. Anywho, just thought I'd show that off to you real quick. And here's where that random elemental kicked the crap out of me. Thank you, random elemental, for kicking the crap out of me. There is a quest objective over here. There we go. There's a half work, so we want to kill ancient silver. Not what we want. Alright, half works. Bring it on. Doing good, Geeky Dave. How are you doing? How did that work out for you? Oh, and by the way, hey, Ryo Wolf, I see you snuck in there, being all quiet like. Were you over watching the Insomniac stream of Terraria, or however you say that? Apparently they streamed it for almost 24 hours, is what he was saying. I'm gonna have to go to Best Buy and buy me some new headphones. My gift card I got from there. Now, what keeps it fresh is when they... Oh my god, what ability did I... drag something off my board. I wish that I could figure out what the frickin' hotbar lock... I mean, do you see a lock? Don't see a lock anywhere. Wish I knew what ability it was. I drug off my bar. Oh, and I know how I can find out what ability it was I drug off my bar. I can go watch... stream from earlier. One thing I will say about crafting, though, unfortunately, is that a lot of the good crafting stuff is nullified by mark stuff you can earn through doing things like skirmishes, which are basically solo quests that you can do with like one other person. And it's a little disheartening because, you know, I like to craft, but I like crafting stuff that's worthwhile, and it really makes it so easy to skirt around crafting that it just makes it feel almost pointless. That's not good. So I'm trying to figure out if they have an additional quest to follow up there besides just killing these guys. If there's like an ultimate half orc that I'm supposed to off as well. You've earned 170 item XP. You've earned 435 XP. Catham's Emblem of the Third Age. Ah, so this right here, my friends, is a bind on equip class slot item for a captain. So it really does me no good, but I assume it's something that I could auction off, maybe? Yeah, she apparently just kind of woke up and is back asleep. Or just kind of laying there. I don't know how to take that, Dave. Is that a good thing? You might be a father? Is the kid already born? Did it come up to you and say, hey, Dad, I think you're my father? Or do you think your girlfriend/wife might be pregnant? Either way, congratulations. You know. Well, congratulations. Kids are the best thing ever. And you don't really realize that until you have one. And then you're like, whoa, these things are cool. Oh, that's fine. I'll get back to you tomorrow. I promise. Just had a lot of things been doing. Sounds great. I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Yeah, Dark Age of Camelot. Uh, it might be difficult, but I promise you that we'll have another one. It is the second Wednesday of every month is Dark Age of Camelot Wayback Wednesday. It is Thid. I'm just thinking of the children's. What time are your meetings? We start at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, 7:30 Mountain, 6:30 Pacific, 7 to 9. You catch the end of it. Okay. This really doesn't require a very This doesn't really require a very intensive machine, so I mean, if you're concerned about your ability to run the game, don't be. Uh, Keep in mind this is a 5-year-old MMO at this point, so anything that you have right now would probably run this. Ah, understood. Mine ends in March, I believe. Goat meat. Oh, hey now. It was one of these elites that got me earlier. Oh, what am I talking about, by the way? I knew that they had rare names. Not a problem. I will be streaming again on Saturday. We also have Chief, who streams in the evenings sometimes now as well. Really great guy. Very likes to talk a lot, interacts with the chat room quite a bit. And then during the days, we've got Mike, who's had a cold lately, so he's been coughing and stuff and hasn't been streaming because he's going to sit there and hack in your ear. But he streams quite a bit during the days, so trying to get a little bit more activity on the channel, so there's at least one stream going a day. And then Bill and I are doing MMO for the Win lives early on Saturday mornings, which if you want to stop by and ask questions, you're more than welcome to, and we encourage chat room interaction. It's early when we do it in the States. For you in Australia, I don't know really how early it is, but yeah. My concern about that is how similar it is to something else. I actually think that I've seen that before, and I've been looking around to make sure that there's not a conflict. Because the thing is you don't want to do an idea and like start saying it was yours, and then somebody lurk up behind you, be like, I've been doing that since '07, which is one of the reasons I haven't really got back to you on that one. I've found some videos, but no one in particular that's called themselves the Angry Gamer, more just like Angry Gamer stuffs. So yeah, that's my whole thing with it. I just want to make sure that you're not getting on somebody else's thing. And another way to look at it too is, I mean, it's your spin, but how negative do you want to be? Do you want to be like negative with it? You're like, oh, this game sucks because I'm angry that this is fail about it. Because I mean, eventually stuff like that, people are like, yeah, whatever. But again, This Total Biscuit kind of makes his whole, it's his whole shtick. I'd I'd really prefer to like said, those are your ideas. Email you back about them. I don't want to sit here and talk about them on a stream and give everybody tip them off to what you were thinking about. Let's see if I can at least get to level 53 within the next hour, shall we? Okay. Akushpug, the leader of Tar Stazik, is no half-orc. He is one of Saruman's Uruk-hai, and he is more cunning and cruel than any of his other kind I've encountered. Already he has brought up reinforcements from the south to replace those that were slain in our first assault on his camp. If we do not act quickly, he will soon be marching to Barad Moralths. Return to Tar Stazik, northeast of Ekedunan, along the mountains before the Redhorn Gate. Use the Horn of Challenge you find there to call him forth. If you are able to defeat him, the half-orcs will be thrown into disarray, and we will have time to prevent their march. Sounds good. We're going to kill some Uruk-hai. Oh, need to sell. That is something that you could in fact do. Just go down like the game list and just try them all. Alright, let's sell off those patterns that aren't doing me any good. Probably don't need those leather gloves, splintered warg claws, and comment below. Sell all. Alright, got a little room there. We can turn these quests in now. Defeat Puzim the Spicer. Oh man, I already killed that guy. Fine Thorlak. Cardrush the Cruel. Alright, what's up to you? Defeat Frostgrams, defeat Snow Beasts. What is this? Where is that at? A plea from... Yeah, I'm not heading down that way, so I won't track that. That should be up north. We'll go look for that one then. The only the only problem with the all MMOs thing is not all of them are free. So that's a lot of clients. And a lot, that could equal, a lot of capital cost on your part. You know what I mean? Kind of sucks. Alright, I need to get my weapon to level 10. It is currently at 8. Have a feeling that once we do these quests up here, we will rather easily achieve that. Seen as one of the quest rewards. What's your blog there, Geeky Dave? If you want, you can, actually something that might be up your alley. You can create a user blog at mmorpg.com, and if you update it frequently, they could turn it into a highlighted blog. Especially if it's, well written. That way you would, expose yourself to a lot more than if you just were out there on your own and just trying to create a new Warcraft blog from scratch, because there's not a bajillion of those already out there. So, here, hold on, let me show you something. Alright. So you can go in your own profile and create your own blog. And I'll just give you an example. Like, I've got a blog there too. Okay, so you got your own blog. Alright. Oh, so you were trying to do it, the Gaming Daily. Each of your blogs has almost 1,000 views, so it's not too bad. Hey, Neostar. Do you have your own blog, or is that the only one you're using? Is that one? Yeah. Yeah, it's not a very good UI. Though most MMOs of this time didn't really have a good UI, so it's kind of really hard just to pick on this one. But yeah, it's not that great. What did I get those turbine points for? Completing quests within here. Okay. At this time? Oh, okay. Hmm. You know, this does actually have quite a bit of customizing you can do. I mean, you can move just about everything. You know, you can break them up and stuff like that. Uh, but I get what you're talking about. It just doesn't scale well and gets all pixelated. Especially when you're going blind. You're like, I wish it could be better. And they don't really allow for... I've heard tell that someone else is going to get the rights to a Middle-earth MMO. I really don't have a source to verify that. It's just kind of like a rumblings I've heard before. Because let's see. Alright. Because... Excuse me. It's New Line Cinema, which is Metro Goldwyn Mayer, which I don't believe either of those are Warner Brothers. So it's different company that has the rights to the game as that has the rights to the movie and the TV. So, you know, I think that you only have those rights for so long before you have to either renew the licensing agreement or, you know, they can just sell it to somebody else. So, you know, eventually you could see that happen, but well, no one's saying that Turbine would necessarily have to kill the game. I hate these headphones. You could just have IP MMOs going. Yeah, like Middle Earth Online and LotRo could continue to go. Hey, look at this! I got helpers. Helpers! Sweet. And this is why... Oh, what is that? How did you get that? Dude's got a sweet frame around his character portrait. You can be an orc or a hobgoblin. It's called monster play. Well, if you do come back... The idea of downloading the entire client stops you? Why? You can all the time. That's what I'm saying. Here, let me show you. There are people that play monster play, and that's like all they do. I like the boxes as well. I actually asked Turbine if I could get a box for this game, and the only place they sold Riders of Rohan in the box is in Germany. I have a sort of DSL connection. It's pretty quick. That's part of it. It brought the Rohirrim continent over here. Let's see. It brought this into the game. This area. It did add mounted combat. They put open tapping on mobs, so now if I hit a mob and someone else comes behind me and helps kill it, it counts for both of us. Remote looting got retroactively put into a lot of stuff. They brought in 3 new 3-man dungeon cluster with the newest update. I love the crafting, but to me it seems like the mark gear anymore is better than the crafting gear, and it's just not worth your time. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong and you know better about the Supreme level crafting, because I'm not there yet. I'm just a master, and I'm working on my Supreme stuff. But I'm kind of put back because the mark gear is so good for the cost, it just doesn't seem like crafting's worth it. Current level crap is 85. But again, I'm on the Villia server. I have a number of friends that have just re-rolled and are starting the game as well. You're more than welcome to come hang out with us. The marks are easy to get, though, is what I'm kind of getting at. You don't really have to work that hard at it. Villia? Yeah, I will. Vilya. You're welcome. I'm a slow killer. Oh, are they killing the beasts? There, I got a shot in on them. These guys are kind of tough, actually. These elemental ones. I just devastated me. Punk. The snow's kind of nauseating. I'd just use your current account. I mean, and there's no reason to sub with it. Just play for free until you decide that it's something that you want to spend money on. That's what I always recommend with people with free-to-play games. It's, take advantage of the fact it's free to play. Don't spend any money on it until you decide that it's something that you want to play again. Seriously. Do you mean that it updates as you're playing it? No. I mean it's just something you can download the entire thing? Yes. Man, that guy is... Good lord. I think it's not my friend. Is it just me, or is these things making anybody else nauseous? Age of Conan's a good one to try out too, especially just to go through and play the Tortage experience in Age of Conan is kind of worth it. It could be, I'm not 100% sure. There might be a instantly play feature. I don't know. Man, this thing is kind of... Had 10 minutes and hated it. Headsets fooled me that time. I thought they died and they hadn't yet. I really enjoyed the beginning of it, but then I think I got to level 67 and it was just like, okay, I'm done with this. I don't want to play a game that plays itself. That's actually a game I've never played, though, so I think at some point I'm probably going to have to play that and stream it, just because. And I think I owe it to Pirate 101 to do the same. I don't know, some of you are probably like, and maybe even Wizards 101. Please no. Please no on which one? Pirate 101, Wizard 101, or RuneScape? Yeah, I'd be like, I think I've almost fallen asleep doing some games that were so boring. I had to I had to take a break from DDO because it got to that point. I'd play DDO and I'd just be like half asleep. I'm like, and I used to really like that game, but I was like, wait me when it's over. And Chrissy'd be like, hello, what are you doing? I'm like, sleeping. Well, that's what happens in free-to-play games there, Crimson. You gotta pay for stuff. I really kind of think MMOs are gonna be in a rut for a while. Gonna break it. Middle finger to BioWare. Well, that's kind of cool. A cloud-based client. Does it let you play everything? Because you know what you could do, and I think this would be especially useful for people that pay for the amount of download they have. You know, like people in Australia, is if you could play it off the cloud, decide whether you liked it, and then wanted to invest the time to actually download it. Yeah. I do think this game does that well, though. There's very narrative stories in this game to make your character feel like he's part of the world and doing some stuff, and that they're actually assisting the Fellowship, but just not part of the Fellowship. But I do agree with what you're saying as far as losing the RPG in some of these MMOs. Well, regardless, some data being downloaded versus the entire, 20 gig client or whatever it is these days, it's a win. Blade and Soul, yeah. I'm very interested in a lot of these Korean MMOs. I just hope that they don't come out and fizzle. Love the Asian influence in the art. Don't like the scantily clad women. It just... Can't we get past this? I mean, really. I'm tired of the little girls dressed, they would put porn stars to shame. I mean, come on. I think we're all a little past that, right? Some of that stuff, those Elin were just enough to just crazy. Just crazy talk. That crap was just disgusting. And the people that are like, oh, you only think it's, whatever. It's ridiculous. I know, right? I'd always just feel when people are like, oh, they're just cute. I'm like, they're not cute. Yeah, it's so stupid. And I'm not like some big feminist. I'm crazy and believe in like equal rights and stuff, but I just don't see dressing them so scant like that. It's just kind of like this is just it's ridiculous. It's insulting. I feel insulted when they do stuff like this. It's like, do you have such a low expectation of me as a person as you would think, oh my god, that's really cool, right? What the? What'd be great is if my UI didn't have me disappear off my own compass. Oh, but anyways, I'll let that Terra thing go. I harped on that before that game came out, and I was like, this is just ridiculous. But at least they did make them put like hot pants on instead of just having like bikini bottoms. Okay. Why can't I get to this quest part? It's showing on the map that it should be up here. Did I have to go up and around and I missed it? Because it doesn't look like I can get to it from the other way. And I have a feeling I'm going to get myself killed doing this. Nope. I see where I'm supposed to go. My UI constantly flickers. I have a feeling it has something to do with the graphics driver. What make of card do you have? There we go. Oh yeah, I'm a Dwarf Guardian. I'm sorry. That's these are ancient evils. They're not attacking me. Interesting. It is a lot of snow. Oh my god, you hated the secret. Oh, the combat was not the greatest in the world. But I'll tell you the same thing I told someone else. I don't really play MMOs because of the combat per se. I played the Secret World because of the world that they created. I think they did a really good job. I think they did a decent job of telling a story and a narrative and conveying it, and They had some of the best their voice acting just completely put Star Wars to shame. And I always want to think, oh. See, I think that's something we got to get out of a mind frame of about being the end game. I think that's a new kind of, it's a very wowified version, I think, of the MMO expectation. I was reading something today about, I guess it's Blessed. They were talking about the gaming experience would be completely different at the end game than it is leveling up. And it's one thing I kind of agree with Guild Wars on. It's like, why do I, if I play this game all the way, why do I want a wholly new experience at the end? I really wouldn't want to do that. Why not make a game be fun the entire way? And it used to be for games that, leveling was part of the process, and that's just not the case anymore. I mean, that you level to get to learn how to play your character, to get to the end game, and then you just play the game entirely different way. I am full screen windowed. What is going on with this quest? This is where this guy should be. Well, it stopped the flicker. There we go. Huh. It'll be really hard for people to stop comparing games to WoW, only in so much that it's so prevalent in the MMO space that almost everyone knows what you're talking about when you say WoW, or, just it's so ingrained in the MMO culture that people are like, oh yeah, you say this and people know what you're talking about. So that's the only thing for me, that it's just so easy to point to it and people kind of realize what you're talking about. I mean, I loved it. I played it for years. It's just it did its thing, and I've gone past it. I don't think it necessarily needs to die, though. Like Crimson says, let it die. Just, to each their own. If people are still having fun playing it, I'm more than, hey, who am I to tell people not to have fun playing a game? You're like Casey the other day on our MMOFTW. He's like, "Wow, it's trash." I wanted to be like, "Really? Did you just say that?" I mean, you may not like it, and that's fine, but it's really hard to call it trash. At least I thought so. This is really goofy. Something's up with this. There's a fire here. There's these freezing grims, which are ancient evils. They're normal, but they're not aggroing. And this is where my friend's supposed to be. Okay, well, I'll head down into the past then. Thank you for the... The only MMO that I know coming out that's going to have permadeath features anytime soon is Wizardry. Wizardry has talked about having permadeath, but it's not always going to be permadeath. It's really kind of hokey how they're doing it. I think it's really just more of a monetization scheme than a true permadeath, open looting. But good luck to you finding a game that has that, because a lot of people just, they're going to be scared away by that. You know, I was down here already, and I went up this way and killed all the stuff, and I didn't find my buddy. Let's go find the Spy Master and kill him again. Thanks, Nasman. I appreciate that. You can also find me on Twitter or Facebook at Graculin. Should be where Crimson Beast started. Yeah, I did. You can sow cheese falling in this game. You can just like jump off cliffs, but as long as you slide a bit sideways, you don't get hurt. You get like your ankle twisted. It's like I just fell off a 10-story building, but I only twisted my ankle. There he is. Come on. I can't do that while moving? Seriously? Oh, that's not good. I thought I was going to have 3 guys on me there for a second. I was like, I could take 2. 3 might be a challenge. Yeah, there's no fall damage really as a dwarf. It used to be in this game you could trip over a log and die though, so kind of over one extreme to the other. No, it's in beta right now. It's not out yet, really. So they were supposed to come out last month with Darkfall, and they waited until the day before the game was supposed to come out to say that they were going to go into a beta phase. Kind of annoying, but if you know anything about the history of the original Darkfall, you realize that's probably a welcome thing. They released the first Darkfall, and it was so flippin' buggy that I wouldn't even touch it. But it's all about the PvP in that game. It's, you know, PvE is kind of an afterthought, and there's going to be player corpse looting and stuff like that. So if that's what you're looking for, that would be something to look at. I don't know that there's going to They had a permadeath server in Age of Conan for a while. Is it back working now? Test, test. Search for clues for Katarus' anger. There's a fair amount. Now, in order to get an invitation to the kin, you have to. This is a game requirement. It's not like my requirement. You can't be in the starting area, so you're actually going to have to complete the tutorial before someone can invite you into the guild or the kin. So more than welcome to join. There's no any rules or anything like that. Just you got to complete the tutorial so we can actually invite you. Get legendary item experience. I thought I just completed it. Finish now. Legendary items reforging. Okay, so I just got 7,459. Guardian Sword of the Third Age has reached level 10. The item received 10 legendary points. Guardian Sword of the Third Age requires reforging before it can advance any further. Alright, so legendary items reforging. One of your legendary items has reached level 10. Every 10 levels, a legendary item will need to be reforged in order to unlock its further potential. Depending on the level and rarity of the item, you may be able to reach anywhere from level 30 to 60. When you've reached the item's max level, whether it is 30, 40, 50, or 60, you'll be able to reforge it one last time, even though the last reforge will not unlock further leveling potential. For items that can reach level 60, a Scroll of Delving can be used to add an additional 10 levels to the item, and you'll be able to reforge it once again at level 70. Yeah, and I meant Villia. Okay, so though they are unmanned, Tar Sazeg still presents a threat to our region. If we do not act quickly, they will rebuild their forces and bring it to bear against Berad Muras still. We must drive the half-orcs from Aragon with fire. We must do so. The tents are spreading throughout Tar. Okay, burn tents. That's what it said. Chapter 11. Okay, I can go back and get on my chapter quests again. Alrighty. There is a Marobal. Or was it Ekad Aragon? I think it was a region here where there's a reforger. So let me go check. Monster's Fangs, Monster Swings. One of your items has reached the next level. It requires a reforge. Mirabel? Okay, I'll go to Mirabel. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. 55 points available. Rank you up. 25 left. I'll wait to reforge before I do anything to that. And we will go to Mineral. Must be completed deed, silent and restless final. Okay, so We'll have to slow travel there. And it gives me a chance to talk to you guys. Thanks, Nasman. What in-game event is Dark Age Camelot having tonight? Happy New Year to you as well. It's dev event. That's interesting. I know they're having one next Wednesday because I run them for them. Wonder what they're doing tonight. Let me check the Herald. Well, let me know if you find out what it is. Yeah, I do their Wayback Wednesday things that they have. Like, let's see. Okay, we'll do it. Maybe they got something going on. I mean, I'm not the only person that does things for them tonight. But like this event though that they're talking about on their that Herald right there, that's me. Just throwing that out there. Oh, you have to complete the tutorial before you can get an invitation to a kinship. So, and that's the game's restriction. And I'm sure they do that for like gold farming and spammers and different things like that. So, you have to be like level 6 or so. It only takes about an hour to do. So, once you're promote Potentla. I can't promote them anymore. Why not? Anyways. Yeah, so once you complete that, then you can get an invitation to the Ken. But that's it. So I'll let you know it wasn't like my rule. It's like the actual in-game rule. Just can't actually invite you until that point. Collect Angmarian Iron. Alright, sounds good. Alright, Forge Master. You cannot use legendary items until you have access to the Moria. Okay. Refund LP. Alrighty, use default name. Nope. Cost 5 silver to reforge it. Reforging your legendary item allows you to rename it and refund spent legendary points. It will also improve an existing legacy or add a new one. Okay, so reforge the item. I cannot do it until I have access to Moria. What the heck? Okay, so that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Rename, Grax Swagger. No, not doing that, huh? No? Okay. Alrighty. Oh, bring your weapon to either Waffy or... There, gotcha. Let's see. Oh, it would be so easy if it would let me use a writ. Crap. So, Rivendell. Let's see. Maybe I fast travel to Rivendell. Off to Rivendell I go. I was looking at that. Well, let's see. I did just get back into this within the last week or two, so you're going to have to bear with me. Oh, I don't have traveling rations on me. This is going to be painful. I think I should go buy some traveling. I think I'm going to have to go buy some traveling rations. Dismount. Get on my horse. One thing about this game that I'm not so keen on is the travel. It is a pain. I burned through some travel writs, let me tell you. It's not even funny. I'm just like, travel writ? Yes. Give me the travel writ. There we go. Kazid copper deposit. Must stop. Get Kazid copper. What? Seriously, dude? There we go. Back on my mount. Get some taters, precious. What's taters? Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Oh yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I don't remember that one, fortunately. I redid a lot of quests, but then stopped and hopped onto this guy so I didn't have to redo them anymore. I think I'm done. Alright. Travel rations. Please, 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 please. Please provision or have travel rations on you. Oh, I should have set my milestone back there. Let's see. Burglature. Supplier. Oh, these are alphabetical. Duh. How about I go down to the T's? Here we go. Let's see. Is there a milestone? There's a milestone. Bind. Yep. Then alrighty. What the hell? That was interesting. That was very interesting indeed. My client kind of stopped me there for a second. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go in here. Alright, let's go reforge. Ooh. Okay, where are you at? Where are you at, Waffy? I wish you could just slash target and then names and like them be there. That'd be the bomb. Hey, there's a woodworker. You should go talk to him, Crimson. Also keep in mind that if I go offline, Crimson, Crimsion, in-game can invite you to the kinship as well. There's Waffy. You have done very well, Graculin. Your weapon is advanced to an impressive level indeed. Now that your weapon has reached the 10th level advancement, a Forge Master can reforge it for you, revealing hidden strengths and abilities. Perhaps your weapon holds within it the strength needed to face the creature that lurks within the still pool, Graculin. You should bring it to the Forge Master for reforging in order to see if this is so. Once a legendary item receives enough experience, it can be brought to a Forge Master to be reforged. Reforging such a weapon reveals a weapon's hidden strengths and abilities. Okay, accept. Hey, Forge Master Rosaire. Identify that item for me, please. Let's put this, Grax Whipping Stick. Guardian Sword of the Third Age. Select a legacy for your item. Select a legacy you would like to your... Plus 1% to the king damage. -1 stamp cooldown. What if I really don't want either of them? To the king. I guess I'll take the stamp cooldown. Grax Whipping Stick. I renamed it. Ha ha ha. A new legacy has been added to this legendary item. Okay. Boop. Man, I use travel writs. You wouldn't believe. Toot toot. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Grax Whipping Stick, Guardian of the Deep Halls. Let's see. Shift I. Okay, so I got this, this. Let's see, what is that now? Alright, we're done with that one for now. Guardian's Pledge cooldown. Bump up the deeps. Deeps equals hate. Deeps equals hate. Just remember that. Okay. Yeah. Oh no! Aquamarine's getting removed. It's not good. Not good at all. No stuff getting taken out of my bag. Yeah, don't want to sell you. Sell all. Splintered War Claws. Purchase Splintered Trophy. Supply Champions and Minstrels. Puzimu's Folly. Don't want you. Sell ya. Sprig of Allspice. I got so much crap I need to sell on the auction house. It's just not even funny. Or put in the bank, or figure out what it's good for. It's like, oh, I don't really know what to do with this, but I'm going to hold on to it because I'm a miser. Not a miser, I'm a pack rat. And I'm like, oh, I'll do something with these one day, right? Yeah, I don't care. You're a broken talisman, I don't need you. Do it all, sell all, loot all, sell all, loot all. Sell all, loot all. Sell all, loot all, sell all. Loot all, sell all. There we go. Okay, no more losing stuff. What do you say, Rathwald? Welcome back, Oraculon. Did that weapon of the elder days prove worthwhile, or was it a fruitless chase? This weapon has become even more powerful in your hands. Surely now we have the strength to stand against the horror in that fetid pool. Stay a spell. Seeker of deep places. I think I'm going to want me that helmet. The weapon may be what we need to drive off the Watcher of the Water. Let's do it to it. See, they don't have full screen windowed mode, though. That's the problem. Dr. Bosey Scout. Good fortune, Dracula, touched to the sharp bite of your weapon. Oh, trust in something. Trust in kicking some butt. Kill me some tentacles. Dude, I love the dwarves like just getting snatched up. It's just too funny. I know it's probably not supposed to be, but it doesn't change the fact that it is. It's like I love you fellow dwarves. You're my brethren. But I'm still gonna laugh at your misfortune. Fight on! Smack! Shit's too funny, man. Do you think it's gone? No, I don't think so. So, Leonard, you apparently know a lot about the game. Do I get legendary shields, or when it's saying the second legendary weapon you can have equipped, is it talking like a ranged weapon? Belts. Okay. That we now may pass into the mines of Moria. Perhaps there's still hope. Perhaps there's not. He keeps saying that. Perhaps there's still hope. I don't agree with him. You've acquired the passive skill, Seeker of the Deep Places. A new title has been bestowed upon you. You may be known as Scraculan Firehammer, Seeker of the Deep Places. Okay, cool. I should take the Minstrel Songbook. I think that'd be a great idea. Probably not. Let's see. Burglar's Tools, Captain's Emblem, Champion's Rune, Guardian Belt. Tolk is waiting to speak with you just inside the doors of Durin. You remember him, do you not? He's pleased to prove such a boon to the expedition. He'll be delighted to speak with you again. Accept. Thank you.
And so it was that the Iron Garrison passed the doors of Durin and entered the dark of Moria. But they were not the first to brave the mines, nor will they be the last.
That's pretty badass. Just gonna throw that out there. Fan. New deed. Durin's Threshold. Oh. Seeker of the Deep. Let's see. In the footsteps of the Fellowship. Let's go unlock Stable Master, Chamber of the Crossroads, Deep Descent, Dolven View. Here we go. Tolk. Khazad-dûm at last. Craculan, hello. We are here inside Khazad-dûm at last. There is a great deal to be done in the several camps we are establishing here, and you can help us to succeed at the mighty task before us. Boasty asked me to reward you for your leadership before the doors. Take this with his thanks, and those of the entire Iron Garrison. I will take the Guardian's Belt. Thank you very much. See what you have done. Alright, there's so much work to be done, Graculan, here and elsewhere in the mines. There's been a great victory in the Iron Garrison, but this is only the beginning of our toils beneath the mountains. You must aid our people here at Durin's Threshold, and at our other encampments if we are to have victory in Khazad-dûm. Khazad-dûm! That's how you have to say that. He called me on the cell phone and said, Khazad-dûm! When you have performed some of the tasks here in Endurance Threshold, you should seek for the Dolven View and for the Deep Descent. Speak to Bent Sharpeye at Dolven View in the east here and to Thatmar at the Deep Descent among the Silvertide Lodes. They will have ways for you to assist the Iron Garrison. Okay, sounds good. Forward, Book 2, Chapter 1. Let's put my belt on. Oh, have to get it identified. The best be a Forge Master in here, right? Forge Master, where you at? What? You kidding? He's not right around here? Seriously? You'd be like, you would think, right? You'd think. Ignore that, what I just did. Dude, that's a cool necklace. It says Gamley Reckless. Right, accept. We've reached quest maximum, so it's time to dump quests. An army of eyes. Cancel. Destroying their means. Cancel. Egg collectors. Cancel. 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 Yep. Cancel. You betcha. Cancel you too. Yep. Yep. Keep on canceling. No, because I found something that started that. Yep. There. That opened me about 12 quests. The dude doesn't want to check his bed because he's afraid he's got bed bugs. He's going to have a bug jump out of there. Knew that was going to come. My weapon just leveled up. That was what that was. So let's see here. Plant a banner at their graves so as remember their sacrifice. Okay. Where are the graves of the fallen dwarves? For me to set it? Right? No, not sure. Okay. Yeah, I I had been, and then I hadn't been. I'm trying to use some of the abilities that are primarily go off with Guardian's Defense just to get the deeds on them. But I guess, you know, soloing it probably really isn't a big deal. Can you not mount? Oh, you can't mount. Oh, I gotta get one of those. You gotta get me a ram, don't I? Built ram tough. Sweet. Dude, you want to sell me one of your little pimp, little, whatever they are. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't pre-order it, Mirkwood, so I wouldn't have that. These are all the mounts I've got. I've got the standard pony, I've got all these mounts, and those festival mounts. Can I buy one in the store? Let's see. It's a long walk to get to my quest. Sorry. Trust me, I wish I could make them walk faster too. It would be nice. Zadis has been defeated. I feel sorry for him. Let's see. Hello, Graculin. We're off to a rough start here. Would you like to help me set up shop? Be careful, the fires are hot. The doors of Moria knew what they were when they built them. Okay. Collect dull blades. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm moving fast enough now. Now I'm smithing. It's almost as bad as just walking around. Wish I could do like craft all, that'd be helpful. You know, I don't think I did, to be honest with you. I don't think the reps were really the same. Sorry, my face is itching. I'm an acquaintance with Thorin's Hall, though I'm sure I probably did every single quest possible at the time. Hmm. There, look. Oh, look at you. Thank you for all you've done, Gregson. You're certainly off to a better start now. I wish they had the forge so I could go find them at the top of the stairs. I'm getting all this legendary item experience that I can't use on my belt because I can't identify it because I don't have a forge down here to do it with. It's kind of disheartening a little bit. At the same time, don't really feel like, let's see. Oh, you know what? Ha ha. Just had a marvelous idea. Hopefully it works. Let's see. Skills. Nope. Not enough time yet. Let's see. Where does my... Chad Denan, which is not the one I really want to go to. Let's see. Horsey. Can't buy those? What are you talking about? Stupid. Alright, time to run. Thorin's Hall is the dwarf home. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to run over to Mirabelle and get my belt identified because I'm just wasting too much experience. In all honesty, I'm wasting a ton of experience that I could be using on that belt. And then I can fast writ travel back to where I was just at. So it might take me a few seconds to get to where we're going, but it's not going to take me any time at all to get back to where we were. Sorry, Barry. I know it's a little slow, but I'll be there soon. TM. I feel neither hope nor dread. My LotRo. See if this ever brings anything up. That's supposed to be my LotRo. It's a nice big white page. It's 11:33 p.m. I don't think it'd be 11:33 p.m. in this bright outside. That's okay. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's an older MMO. It's been out for a little over 5 years. It's free to play, so you can actually apparently go online to their website and with a small download, play it off the cloud to decide whether you like it, and then you can download the full client. From there, you know, if you decide that it's something you want to continue to play, you can buy the update packs for it or whatnot. You're not required to play the base version of the game. It's fun. It's Middle Earth, so I mean, it's got that going for it. There is a lot of quest text, so if you're one of those people that's like, man, I don't like reading quests, well, you're going to miss a lot because this game has a lot of quest text in it, and it's cool because it shows you a lot of stuff. It gives you a lot of background story on some of the more prevalent characters throughout the story. So let's see. So identified item, catch a breath cooldown, cry resist chance, 1% shield damage. Cool. Nothing reforged. Let's just see what this identify item. Catherine's Emblem of the Third Age. Now, can I sell that? I mean, is that like... Can I put this at the auction? How's the population? I run into a lot of people. I've run into people during the stream. I've got a friend who plays, though, who complains that there's not enough people. And, you know, it's not... Every time you turn around, you're going to bump into somebody, but there are quite a few people that still play the game from what I see. Where is my belt slot? I think that's it right there. Yep. Okay. Let's go to... Here we go. So here is my belt. It goes up to 60. I can... Maximum power, physical mastery rating, technical mastery rating, might, mastery and technical rating, will. So what do I want? Do I want power? It's always good. Might, good. Will, good. I think we'll go for now max power. Don't have any gems. Got some runes. Let's see. Power regen, evade rating, morale regen, and parry rating. I like parry. Okay, so I don't have any crafted or gems to stick in there, and I don't have any points to spend. Alrighty. And we can use our writ to go back to where we were going from. Bam. Here we go. Oh, that's right. I can deconstruct it. I forgot about that. The deconstruction part. An ominous tunnel. Ah, I'm glad someone with the skills of warriors come. I'm afraid the tunnel quite unnerves me. Some doors have already gone forward. I play other things. This isn't my main MMO. I mean, this is actually kind of what I've been playing the most lately. But I play Rift, The Secret World. I'll stream DDO from time to time. Not so much lately. Mostly But I also do a lot of older MMOs on Wednesdays. So I'll play like Dark Age of Camelot next Wednesday. Um, I've got AC1 and AC2 lined up, Asheron's Call 1 and 2 lined up to play with some Turbine developers. It's just a matter of time when we're going to do that. I'm talking to Sony Online to have them come on again for EQ1, EQ2, Vanguard. And this is things I've had all these developers come on in the past and talk about these games while we've demonstrated them as well. So I do a lot of different MMOs here. I've got a couple other guys that stream on this channel as well, and they'll do some different MMOs. Yeah, so that's what's going on as far as the MMOs we stream. Try not to do any one constantly. Oh, and Guild Wars 2, and they're swear to God, I'm just going to stomp on this headset. When I take it off, it's because it's beeped to my ear, which makes me think that it's cycled through on a frequency past the chamber of deep thought. So anyways, there's some people. And you were saying Villia is a not very populated server. What's one of the more populated ones? Because back in the days gone by, this one used to be pretty hopping. Got me a dwarf axe here. I'm gonna talk to it. Starts a quest in pursuit. Find the owner of the dropped axe. Brandywine is huge. Shame you can't just pick up the server transfer then, huh? Oh, it's a signature. This is what's called a signature mob. It has a little bit higher hit points than a normal mob. It wouldn't really be comparable to an elite. Oh, a tarnished heritage rune of learning. I have another one of those, I think. Right here, yeah. Tarnished heritage rune of learning. Requires secret to deep places. A stored wealth of 650. Oh, you have to pick which one it goes to, huh? So are those pretty common, these little blue heritage things I'm finding? Spider Slayer. Defeat spiders in Moria. 120. That's all. That's all. No big deal. 120. Shield use rank. Not exactly sure what's up with that, but bam. Alas, the spider and nothing more. That is dire news. I've never heard of a giant spider that can glow translucent. I hope we do not discover any more of those. Yeah, I'm sure. None. Not one more will be found. Oh, what to toss, what to toss. Okay, I just got a bunch of stuff. Alright, so what did we just get? Okay. Your level has changed to 53. You earned 200 destiny points. You've got 5470 XP for a total of 3 million something. Grax Whipping Stick has reached level 13. The item received 12 legendary points. Guardian's Belt reached level 6. Received 10 legendary points. Your reputation with the Iron Garrison Guards increased by 700. That's a lot of stuff to happen on one quest. Rave spiders for the win. Yay! It felt the need to tell me about the instance finder again. Okay, that's cool. Appreciate it. I want your thing there, buddy. To the thick fist. Alright. And I did reach level 53, which was one of my goals for the evening, so bully to me. Does anybody know how to lock the action bar so I'll stop accidentally taking things off of it? Like, Dolven View. I'm a silly old fool for rushing in here without any help, but I thought this mad goblin would just up here by himself. Let I know the goblin is skilled to combat. Dumb. He just found the spider. Your belt reached level 7. Okay. Dolven View. Oh, okay, over here. Alright, let's try and make it there then. Have a feeling I'm not going the right way. Oh, you did let me jump that. Hot damn. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Oh, what's there? Has a tin deposit. Man. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance. Okay, we're gonna have to run over there and get our free little mount. Really? Really? An invitation to the summer festival? Oh man. Decisions, decisions. Yeah, we'll throw you away. Okay. I know that's what I was kind of thinking too. It's like, the Summerfest, it's a little off season. Might be about another 6 months away, wouldn't you think? Hey, there's a interesting thing. Let me go mine that. Yeah, copper. Make some pennies. You will find out from watching me, I am a terrible, terrible pack rat. Absolutely horrible. Tomorrow? Tomorrow I'll probably be hanging out with the wife. Saturday will probably be the next time that I'm streaming, and it will more than likely be LotRo, because I'm like on a LotRo kick. Just random pile of wood. Does the thing climb? I need to get up. Get up. Yeah, but this is North America we're talking about. No one cares about you silly folks south of the equator. What you can do, though, if you're really curious, is if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you can friend me on Facebook. I always give a little heads up to when I'm going to go stream and what we're doing. So if you want to stay up to date, or you can just follow the channel, because I do have other guys that stream on this channel with me. So if they go live, you'll get an email that says that they're streaming as well. Man, hopefully I don't get myself killed. Can't go up from here, need to go around. That's just not cool. So not cool. Are we ever going to finish Torchlight 2? I don't know. Probably. I would say most likely. Did I go around far enough? Alright. The shadow knows. The shadow knows. Dude, I'm trying to get free goats, and you're worried about Torchlight 2. The level cap is 85, and I am playing a Guardian, which is the tank class, which is why I'm kind of slow to kill stuff. Really? Oh, come on. I think I might make it there. I think I'm getting close. Something tells me I probably could have just clicked on this button and gone where I wanted to. You liked... That's cool. I played a lot of Warhammer when it first came out. I was max level, realm rank like 40, which wasn't that high, but you know, knew what was going on. Very much enjoyed the public quest system in that game. I think it was actually kind of the best feature that it had going on for it. Where is my free? Where's my free goat? Yeah, it is. Oh my god, he's 5 gold. He's not free. He's 32 speed, 100 morale. These guys are like con jobs. Man, I only got like 18 gold. Trying to steal all my money. Freaking dwarfs. Trying to rob me. It's not cool, man. We're supposed to be like homies. I'll tell you what then, if he's gated behind something, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I do not want to pay that much for it. Broken engraving. Oh, a rip item. Cool. Where did that rip item go? There we go. Trying to remember how I got there. Boop. Beep boop. Okay, so remind me, where was the dwarf camp at that I saw on the way up there? Totally lost. Alright. And I jumped down the wrong side, I think. Oh, frustrating. Yeah, I got gonna die if I fell on that one, by the way. Gotcha. Yeah, it'll take me a few minutes, but I'll get there. I can also tell you that that will mark the end of the stream once we get the free little goat. So unfortunately, I do have to get up and go to the day job in the morning, as unglorious as it is. And now I can insta-travel to Dolven View when I'm done. He doesn't seem to want to give it to me. Give me all your goats. Give me your goats, your boots, and your motorcycle. I know I'm tired. That's pretty good. Smiley shrugging. I like that one. You're only 1,000 times. That's it. That'd be Baruch. Yeah. Man, I like how often you get engravings. It's like, hey. It's pretty cool, right? Get them all the time. Ooh. I'll make my way back up. Yeah, the problem is you shouldn't need that many. So crazy. Oh, you can individually scale stuff. Of course, it moved itself on me there. Didn't. Wasn't really looking for that to happen. Go. Huh. Don't know where they went. Just. Oh. There we are. There they be. That's way too many abilities to have, by the way, just throwing that out there. So many. So many abilities. It's crazy talk. But, alright everybody, thanks for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Enjoyed it as always. Make sure if you're not already following the stream, that way you'll get an email alert anytime we go live. You can also follow me on Twitter at Graculin, or you can friend me on Facebook at Graculin as well. And I look forward to talking to you guys and seeing you again. I will be back on Saturday, if not maybe a little bit sooner. Barring anything else, we will definitely be back the following Wednesday on Wayback Wednesday for Dark Age Camelot. We'll be in Thidraki. We will be Albs. Hope to see you there. Everybody have a great night.